Hello everyone, this is SystemCollapse, and yeah, I'm back playing the Sky Factories. Playing Sky Factory. Yep, I'm playing it. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, haven't done a lot. Well, I have done a lot. I lied. I'm sorry for lying. Yeah, let's look at this first. This is, I should have built this way earlier in the game. I just noticed that I was going to need, leather, because, I don't have much. I was going to make an item, then I said I'll wait till a video, but this is just a easy leather machine, so I'll just show you. Boop. Let's grab a bunch of rotten flesh. I use rotten flesh for both my dirt and for take that, see, dirt, and for leather. So easiest way to make leather, boom, throw it in here. There you go. Have a drawer, another drawer, transfer node, feeding in the leather. This is a drying basin. Drying basin is super cheap, and it is from the Integrated Dynamics, which is that one that makes those torches, those mineral torches, whatever. The torches I was using earlier. Very easy recipe. Just piece of dye, some wood, couple iron, and yeah, transfer node out. Bam, easy like that. Just leather. And I do have a filter in here. If you don't put a filter in here, recipe, just string, couple redstone, blah blah blah. And if you take this out, boop, I'll just show you how they work. I don't think I actually showed the inside of one of these filters yet. It's just a whitelist. You can change it to a blacklist so it won't let items in. So if I take this, that isn't a real item. It's a ghost item. It's basically just setting up the filter, but if I take it and click it, I can put it back in my inventory, blacklist, whitelist, MBT data, metadata. This is for ores. MBT is for things like enchantments. So if you want to have a filter on your mob farm for you want all the armors with different enchantments to come in, just ignore. Metadata, that's like things with damage and stuff like that. So yeah, just easy peasy. And we'll do that. And that's clogging up my system, so I'll fix it because I took the filter out. And yeah, pipes it in, turns to leather, outputs leather. So I'm not going to do a ton of this. I've already made, what, like 800 leather. Probably won't need more than 1,000 leather through an entire playthrough. Oops. As you can see here, well, you might be able to see this. It's a little small. Inferiority. I now have 44,000 of it. I think in the previous episode, I probably had about 25,000 because I had 140 stacks there, another 3,000 in there. I've been busy. Well, I actually haven't had to do much work. I built a platform, just finished it off. I made the Supreme Inferium crop. These produce 5 Inferium each, and I actually, why is that there? Missing an iron seed. Oh well, we'll fix that after. It's probably got sucked into the system somehow, but I don't need these anymore. These are base level Inferium seeds. I was just using them to get the get to these quicker, because these take a massive amount of Inferium to make. So let's say here, Supreme Inferium seed. So you need 8 of these per. So to make 9 of those took what, 9 times 8, and then you need 8 of these, and 8 of those, and 8 of these, and 8 of those. So to make these, let's go back. To do this 8 times, then you need to do this 8 times. Well, 9 times, sorry. Then this 9 times, then this 9 times. So it is a process. You just need lots and lots of Inferium to make all your seeds. So I figured get them out of the way, then producing Inferium after that point is going to be very easy. So, didn't I make 9? Anyway, these redstone crops and these iron crops, I don't know why that spread. Oh, I know why that spread. Let's get those out of there. Probably don't need those now anyway. I just wanted to have a good supply of food. I just had some wheat in there. The way I was doing it before it went bonkers, because it got a whole bunch of extra fertilized crop. Because there was no empty spaces that were already hoed, I was able to put the seeds into one spot and just leave it, 3 of them locked and 1 of them unlocked. So you can't really see that lock, but it goes from a locked position to a locked position. I just leave it unlocked. Then as long as I leave it unlocked, it would just keep farming it over and over and over and not try to replant it. So, and once it has 64 of a seed in a slot, it'll put it into the chest to be processed. But I won't worry about that right now. I will try to find my seeds. I hope I didn't lose those. These are producing me insane amounts of resources. I'll probably at one point probably drop down to like 3 flowers of each. Show you here. So essence, I haven't set up auto crafting, so just to give you an idea, let's unlock that bar because it makes everything dark. And boom. So just to give you an idea, yeah, I'm making redstone. Just insane amounts of redstone. Again, I'm probably going to cap this off at some point. I'm going to actually grab the storage drives from Refined Storage and probably do up to the 64K ones. And that'll keep 64,000 redstone on hand at any time. Then I can actually set that. There's a setting in it to, if it gets any more on top of that, it'll actually void it off. So I'll probably do that because, ooh, what did I just put in there? Hopefully it's not something I need. Yeah. And I'll also set up auto crafting using crafters later on to do this automatically. I'm not going to use the refined storage crafters because they are good for multi-step processes that you don't want to have to do. Say like make solar panels or even make these seeds because it's a multi-step process. But they are not good for doing massive amounts of processes. It's a little slow, so it's not something I'm going to do. But I don't have a problem with redstone anymore. I have 7.4K. Yeah, so that's the thing. I also I put this up here and where's my filter? There we go. I have a filter on it. It's an advanced item filter. Boop, recipe. I use a Z-Logic. I actually should have used one of these ones. It's actually cheaper. I'm not sure why I use this. I thought I might need it for some reason. No good reason. There's no good reason to actually use these filters anymore, these pipes. Huh. Well, that's the thing. Used to be in 2.5. Well, anyway. It's pulling out certain items that I want to keep. Because a lot of this stuff, I'm not going to need much more of it. I mean, I've already got, 32 stacks of creeper heads. How many creeper heads do I need? Am I going to build an entire base out of creeper heads? I don't think so. So I'm going to start voiding some of these things off and just automatically piping them into a trash can and just keeping the items that I need because this is just, it's unnecessary, a lot of it. I mean, there's certain items like redstone torches. I'll never have to craft any sugar, stuff like that. Rotted flesh. Good amount of stuff that you'll need, but you won't need. So, I mean, you need, but just so I never have to craft it or make it myself. Today, I'm going to start working on Botania. So I set up this area over here. Not pretty, nothing like that. But, yeah, it's an area. And, let's, Inferium. I have so much Inferium, I don't even care. You just go to the void. Go to the void. Same as the wheat. Go away. Don't need that essence either. Okay. Hashtag feed the void. So, yeah, I got a chest here. Got some stuff we're going to need. We're going to start in the Botania. So, in the Botania, first thing you're going to need, Petal Apothecary. So we need one of these puppies, but we can't make it yet. Why? Because we don't have any mystical yellow petals. They don't have to be yellow. It just happened to be on the one I was at the time. It could be any color petal. And yeah, so we're going to make that. Does it have to be cobble? Oh, you bugger. I didn't bring any stone anyway, so I don't have to make it look like I made a mistake. Except for I just told you guys I made a mistake. Wow, this is awkward. Cobble. Oh, do I have any in my bag? That's not my bag. Derping already. There we go. Oh, I do have cobblestone. Let's just take a couple stacks. So we'll go here and we'll just there we go. Oh, don't need that many at all. But yeah. So we're ready with that. But what do we need first? So first we need some of those petals, right? So I'm gonna look here. How do you get those petals? You spell it first, which is Floral Fertilizer, which is this stuff. I'm going to be making it with this, which is Floral Black Powder, which is actually from the flowers. But I'm getting that from my mob farm. You get, for one of the mobs, I don't know which one. I did not know in 2.5 either. But one of the mobs drops, it could be several of the mobs, drop these pink powders. So I'm going to use those to make my my Floral Fertilizer. Otherwise, the way of doing it would be this, which is well, no, you do not do that. You don't do that. That is wrong. I I need some bone meal. Bone meal. And some of this. Yeah, I'm not going to do many. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. So we just run around. Why are you doing that? There we go. So yeah, so there you go. There's a bunch of flowers. No problem. And just... Boop. Oh, you can't break it with that. I'm doing everything wrong. I'm having a horrible life. Okay. Anyway, we'll just use a flower to break flowers because, well, science. That's how I do it in nature. I just run around the forest with a flower in hand, beating up flowers. It's, how you deal with nature. Anyway, you can make it with these. So the other recipe was this. So you just, you know, put them in your inventory. Bake the dyes. Boom. Done. So, now that we know how to make floral fert, let's make some floral fert. So here we go. We'll take those out, throw those there, and go here, and boop. And I should be able to make a good amount. Yeah, that's a decent amount. I need some more seeds. Really? Why can't I make more? Oh, it's bone meal. Anyway, that's enough to start. So, use it on the ground, and yeah, you'll start getting flowers. Boop. And you can see, Sky of the Beginning. I got an achievement. I feel very achieved. And what we need at first is, to get started, is actually the white flowers. So, I think they're called mystical white flowers. Get us to the next step. Oh, it's a good thing I'm replanting them. That is very helpful to my cause. Don't have... Is that a white one? Yes. There we go. So let's grab that. Oh, inventory's already full. Let's drop off some of that dye. There you go, dye. And that. Oh, actually, I'm going to need that. Now that we have that, let's go... the apothecary. I can't remember if it has to be the petal. Apo. Apothecary. So it's just the petal. Okay. So we're going to take that mystical white, if I can find it. Oh, it's on the ground over here. And where is she? Where does she go? Mystical white. Bam. So you get 2 of them. Well, that's more than enough for our needs. And go there and go there. And then we have this. And we're going to chip. And you just throw that down for right now. I'll put that somewhere better later on. But yeah. So now we have our apothecary. So with the apothecary, the first thing we're going to need to make is, I think we actually need more mystical white flowers, don't we? Oop. Realistic, logical, what? A realistic, logical ideologist. Look at that. We got achievements. We're very achieved. Basic mechanics. We need a pure daisy to get next step. So to make the pure daisy, don't need that. Need 4 of the mystical white. Okay, so apparently you go until you have 5 of the mystical whites. It's been a while. There we go. What's that? Light gray? Don't need you. I mean, I will need all of these, but for right now, I just want 4 mystical whites to get me started. And it's going to be cheap. Oh, there's 2 right there. That should be enough. That should be enough mystical whites. Grays. Where are my whites? Where are my whites? But I got 2. My counting skills are horrible. Huh, okay. Come on. There you go. Let's just get a few more. There's one. And we'll just break these up. There's one there too. There we go. So, boom. Lots of mystical whites. And boop, 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 boop. And I replanted a seed. Or a flower. I'm going to need another chest really quick. Boop, organize this. Get some of these flowers in here. Because it is very confusing. There we go. Finally. We already made the apothecary. The next thing was the daisy. So the daisy is... I think I already got some water. Boop. So you're going to need a bucket. You can automate this, but I need to get into another mod to do it right. So I put it back in. So you're going to fill this up with water. Just fill it up with water. Boop, boop. And then you're going to take these seeds. Or not seeds, petals. Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. and you just drop them in. And if you hit the Q button, whatever is in your inventory will drop. And you'll see now there's a little description on the center of the screen that says, it says check mark for the flower, a little plus sign, and it's showing seeds. So that just means add a seed, bam. And we now have a pure daisy. And I probably have enough. I'd like to have 2 of those right off the hop, just to make our lives a little easier. White flower, boop, and boop, 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 and boop. So 2, 3, 4, and 1, boop. There we go. So we have our two mystical white flowers. So these are used to make the base resources for mystical, for Botania, I should say. This isn't mystical agriculture at all. So I'm gonna just do a little thing here that I usually do. Oh, and I'm glitching in. No, I'm hovering. I thought I was glitching into the ground. That is a 1.10.2 bug, and it'll happen to you. It happens to everyone. It happens to all the good people. Take that pure daisy, put it right there. I'm actually gonna do the same thing over here. This is just a little time saver I do. If I do that, yeah, I'll have to put down more torches too, but worry about that in a second. This is one of those nice little neat tricks. Well, it's not really that neat or that big of a trick, but it is a time saver. Boop, boop, especially when you're doing this a lot. Do that, and then we're going to go here, 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 and put that there. So, we've got these here, which is good. I'm just going to clean up my inventory because it's a mess right now, and I'm going to get those torches down. Throw one here and one there. That'll deal with that. What we need now is wood and stone, and I don't think I have any actual stone on me, so let's go get some. I do have a metric ton of it. Boop, boop. So that'll deal with that. So when you take stone or wood logs, wood logs or stone, and put it around a pure daisy, it'll slowly start transforming it. And that is what we need, is the base resource for the mod. And this is how you go about getting it. So, boop, boop, boop. I didn't set this upright anyway, so I'm going to do it here, just to show you what I was talking about with saves time. Boop, and boop. There we go. Good enough. Then I should have a wand. Oop, builder's wand. And where is it? Where's my builder's wand? I know I have a builder's wand. Oh, there you go. Starting to change. I'm gonna go grab builder's wand real quick. I don't have one. Let's just make one. Boop. Boop. I probably have one on me. I always seem to miss them. There we go. As you can see, those already changed, and this one is about to. Oh, that's irritating. Why? Oh, it doesn't work the same in this one. Oh, gonna have to fix that. I'm gonna have to make them all face the same way, aren't I? I really should have brought, let's just do this. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So that understands it. Make them all face down. Or this way. That works. This should work. There we go. Bam. And the reason, that's just so I can do that. So that is the trick, actually. It was a big giant waste of time trying to show you, but yeah. Now I can just wand the lower level there, and whenever I want to make that stone, I can put 8 of them down in one little swing. It just takes a second to set up. Wow. I guess it took about 2 minutes for me to set up because I came unprepared. But if you don't come on prepared, then yeah, it's not an issue. Bam, 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 and bam. Okay, so same thing, but with stone this time. Stone, won't have the same problem as wood. So boop, 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 boop. And yeah. And the flower does, it has to be in the center. So it has to be in this little shape here. And as you can see, I'm getting the living wood. Wood of the living variety. Bam. I really should have brought an axe. Anyway. Oh, there you go. You can just vein mine it, especially if you have a proper axe, and bam. So, for the next part of this, we're going to need some pools. So, to get the pools, you just make a mana pool, which is just 5 living rock. So, we're just going to make one right now. Boop. Hear that. Mana pool, bam. There you go. Mana pool, done. Easy as that. And we'll just throw it here for right now. So this is mana pool. I don't know why they're this color. I don't know if that's a new Botania thing, but they seem really ugly. It looks like a broken texture to me. I'm hoping it's a broken texture because, yeah, that's hard to look at. Boop. And boop. As you can see, it's a giant time saver. Bam. So, next thing we're going to need. So we have a pool, but we don't have any mana. So it's really not doing us any good right now. So we're going to need a way to make mana. And to make mana, well, you got to have flowers. To have a method of getting mana. So the flowers we're going to use, well, the ones I'm going to use, haven't really thought about that much. I could start with, let's see here. Endos are easy. Hydros are easy. Let's do hydros. Okay, we're gonna do hydros. Boop. Doesn't really matter. I'll just use living wood. What is the recipe for a hydro? Look at that. Hydro. Hydro. So it's mystical blues and cyans. So do I have those? So that is the first thing I should look at. So mystical blue, cyan, light blue, mystical cyan. So I have some, but I am going to need more. Other thing you're going to need, actually, before I even get to that, you're going to need a spreader. So spreader, I think I need a piece of glass, don't I? Nope, I just need any kind of petal. And I'll use one of the petals you don't use very much, like a black. You're also going to need this. This is called mortar and pestle. Doesn't work on the base flowers, but it does work on the actual petals. And I usually just leave it in a crafting station like this for whenever I need to make it, and I can just make it quick. You just drop it in, boom, flower powder, and that'll make it so you can make more of the fertilizer and so on and so forth, and for other various recipes. I'm gonna grab this real quick. Oop. And oop, I know it's not entertaining to watch me farm this, but I do need it. I do need these things. They're very important to me. Very important. There you go. So yeah, that little trick, real fast. Anyway, spreader. So we're gonna make a spreader. I need some kind of petal. Do I have any of them left over? Nope. Let's use that. Gray. I can't remember using grays for anything that wonderful. Oop, not that it matters. You end up with a ton of these later anyway. Spreader. Boop. Boop. There's a spreader. And let's make 2. And the spreaders basically are what push the mana into the pool. And I'm also going to need a wand. I'll just do that in a sec. Not really doing this in an organized manner. Brain's kind of all over the place. All over the place. I'm crazy. Crazy. We are going to need a wand though. So once that converts, that's converted. Oop. And you know what? I'll just start up my setup for the next part anyway. So we'll do it. Which is the best way? 3x3? What's center? That's center. So it'd have to be... Yeah. Okay. I got it. 3, 3, 3. That works. 3, 3, 3. Not perfect, but it'll work. We'll reorganize it later. I just want to get it up and running and producing some mana. So, boop, boop, boop. Boop. It doesn't have to look pretty right now. And the easiest way to do this would be boop, boop, boop. And these can be floated in the air, the name down at the pools, so you can have access to the flowers, because they have to have line of sight of the flowers, or they're not going to work. I will be filling that with water. So there's the wood I need. Go. And we need to make a wand. And the recipe for the wand of the forest. And it can be made with all different colors. The colors really don't matter. I think they only matter if you like change. I think there's a way to like change wool different colors. And that's the only way it matters. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. Need 3 of these. Boop. And we're going to need some petals. Let's do some more. Gray's not a nice color for a wand. If I was a wand, we're going to do lime. We're going to have a lime wand. There you go. Old lime wand for all. Oh, whoops. Whoops. Go. Lime wand. And the recipe for that is super simple. I already showed it. Bam, bam, bam. And bam, bam. There we go. We have our wand. And the wand has 2 modes. It has bind mode and function mode. We're not going to worry about function mode right now. But if you shift and right click on, say, a spreader, then on a mana pool, it'll aim right towards it. So, bind mode is the one you're going to be using 95% of the time. So, we'll get in the other one later on. So, let's do this. Just keep this production up. Super easy, as you can see. Doing it like this. So I said hydros. So for hydros, we're going to need hydroangeas. Easy way. Also, I should bring this up. There's different kinds of flowers. This is a big deal, actually, and I should really mention it. There's what's called passive, and I guess, I don't know what the other ones are called, like active or whatever you want to call them. But the passive ones just generate mana passively. So the Hydroangeas produce mana passively, because all they're doing is feeding off water automatically without you having to do anything. Same as the gourmets, which I think eat cakes or food, just food. Cake just gives them a lot. I guess these are all passives. All the first ones are passives. Experience points. Munch do? Oh, that one might not be a passive. But anyway, the whole point of that is, oh no, the endoflames are not passive, which you can feed coal, or anything burnable. But certain plants are going to decay, so you're going to have to replace them. It's not going to be an issue for me because I have a decent amount of overgrowth seeds, and I'll show you those in a second. They should do it right now. I don't even know why I broke that block. I thought I was going to need to. So I was getting these from the legendary bags. Most people aren't going to have these. It needs to be a grass block, doesn't it? I'll have to wait till the grass comes back. Bam, bam. So we're going to do a little setup like that. Basically, what this block does is make it so any plant planted on this will never die. It'll never die. I don't have to worry about that. So I can use the passive ones on there for affinity and never have to worry about it. So finally, hydros. 2 blues. I am going to need to do a few more. I should have probably did some setup for this video, but I'm not worried about it. Not worried. Worried. Where is my floral? Definitely didn't use it. Did I lose it? Floral fertilizer? Oh, there it is. There we go. Still haven't gotten used to the textures in this pack. So now we need some blues. The start of doing Botania, you're going to find yourself punching flowers a lot. Yeah, it's just something you can do. I mean, you could automate this. I mean, I could do a shifting floor setup with you know, some sort of auto planning, maybe with a mechanical user, etc., so on and so forth. But by end game, you're not going to need that many of these petals, and it's not worth the setup time, as far as I'm concerned, anyway. Other people might argue, but yeah, I am not doing that. I see no purpose. Just spend 2 hours on a machine to do, you know, something that you're probably going to only be doing for an hour through gameplay. If that, even if that. That's if you even take Botania that far. Most people, probably aren't going to go that far in the Botania. I am going to go all the way through it. I enjoy Botania. It is one of those mods that's very relaxing, I find. It's just a relaxing mod. Good old plant farming at its best. Yeah. Magic mods. Magic mods are cool. There is another kind of magic mod in this. It's called Psi. And it's kind of like space magic, I guess you could say. Kind of something like that. But I will get into that at some point. But I don't know how much I'm going to do it on stream, in video, because it seems pretty complex. Pretty complex. I might save that one for someone more like a Direwolf. He already did one on it anyway. But it just seems like a little much. A lot to consume, and yeah, it's just complicated. Boom, because you actually got to create your spells, which is really odd. Different concept, really cool. It is really cool. You can do some really cool stuff with it, but I don't think I'm gonna go near it. But Hydro, what did we need? We need 2 blues and 2 cyans. So let's do that. Let's get these set up on our bar so it's really easy. So boop, 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 and let's do them in order. Yo, doesn't actually matter the order of the petals, but okay, I've got something wrong. 2 blues and 2 cyans. I got what? 2 light blues. 2 blues. Oh, that's the problem. I need these. Okay. If you do get the wrong petal in here, this is actually good, and don't know how to get it out, just go with an empty hand, shift, right click, and you'll get your petal back. The last one put in. It'll take out the last one put in, and boom. See? Easy peasy. So blue, and we need to convert those cyans. Boop. Excuse me for a second. I thought I heard them fall in. There we go. Boop, boop, and boop. There we go. And I'm going to take that immediately, and I think I'm just going to throw it. Whoa, this isn't going to be good. This is not what we want. There we go. Bam. So there's one. I'm going to use another overgrowth seed here. I'm actually going to try to make 2 more. I have enough for 1 more right now, or 2 more. So I'll just make the 2 more for right this second, actually. 3 is good for starting, just to show you the whole process. There, and bam. And boop. And it's so nice when you actually get this apothecary automated and don't have to fill it with a bucket every time, but we'll worry about that after. I need to get to do that efficiently. I need a mechanical user. Well, actually I need 2 mechanical users with my setup, but it fully automates it super simple. But I need to get an extra utils, which probably be, it might do next episode, then do roots. Might do it in that order. Yeah. Anyway, that's the thing. I'm just babbling. So, we're going to do this, and we're going to do this. So they're actually not producing any mana yet, and they won't, because these things actually eat water. So, I have some water buckets here. Just a couple. Bucket, bam. And they eat water sources is what these ones actually eat. So just going to turn this all into water source. Oh, one of them just ate. I can hear him going. Is that water source? Yes. There you go. And it's a shot of first bolt of mana down. So, take that out. Check this. There you go. You can see the little tiny green bit. That's the amount of mana in the spreader currently. And if you right click on the mana pool, you can see a tiny little slither. Just a tiny little slither of blue in the bottom left. I should show this too. You got the arrow there on the screen. If you hold shift and right click it with the wand in this mode, you can go to charge mode, which means it's charging the pool, or this is for charging tablets. And you can get mana tablets, and I will use those later. They are really useful for moving mana around. So they're actually not that expensive, just a mana pearl and that. Yeah, well, you can also use diamond apparently. I don't know why you do that, because that's much more expensive. But anyway, basically what they do, I think each one can hold half a pool's worth of mana. I think that's the amount, if the number is still the same in 110. But This will slowly get mana, and as it charges, it'll yeah, do the thing. And a good thing to do is come up and hit your flowers and make sure they have that little check mark. It just shows you that they are bound to a spreader, because they're not bound to a spreader, they're not doing anything for you. So yeah. So yeah, that is mana. This is the initial setup. This is the initial setup for Botania. There are other flowers to go with, of course. But I think these ones are probably the easiest for starting. You can also... Is there no day blooms anymore? Maybe there's somewhere else. Basic mechanics, mana manipulation. Down there. Generating flora. I wonder if day blooms are later on now. Oh, maybe in 110 they took the day blooms and the night blooms out. They were pretty boring flowers. Basically, they generated mana off of the sun or off night, but they didn't generate very much, and yeah, they died pretty quick. But these won't die now. These things will live forever, continuously produce me mana. If I got more overgrowth seeds, I could build more layer of this really easy. And yeah, some people build it in just like a 4 water source setup. I don't do that because theoretically it's never actually happened to me. But if these plants, when they drink, they actually eat the water source. I think, unless they changed it in 110. We'll see here in a couple seconds. Actually, I haven't monitored it all. Like I said, this is my first time touching Botania in 110. It's changed a bit, but not a ton. They used to actually eat the water source, but it doesn't seem like they're actually eating it. So you might have to ignore that. But yeah, that's the thing. If they don't eat the water source, don't worry about it. I'll actually end up shrinking this down. If they do eat the water source, then if you put one in each quarter in a 2x2 water source area, and they all ate at the same time, they would destroy all the water sources and it wouldn't replace itself. So that was the whole point I was trying to get to there. I'm going to go in a second because there isn't much else for me to do for today. See here. But I wanted. Did I lose them? Tell me I didn't lose them. No. Probably getting sorted. I'll come back to it. I just want to see. I've been checking those because I want to get more overgrowth seeds because they actually make your life really easy with Botania. If you can get a whole bunch of those overgrowth seeds, way easier. Otherwise, you're going to be making seeds on a regular basis. I should probably not be hitting that a lot. I'm doing bad things. I am a horrible person. Doing good. Slowly getting mana. Leave it in that mode. I will get into faster modes of mana generation. I just want to show the initial setup today. So I know tons of new players that have never played Sky Factory are playing. So for the veterans, this is pretty much done. I haven't shown you any tricks today, except for maybe this one. It is a big trick, but it does save a ton of time. Outside of that, yeah. This is basically for the newer players that are getting the Sky Factory. And there are a lot. This is getting a lot of downloads. So yeah, I'm probably going to leave this episode at this. This is pretty simple. Pretty base level Botania. I will be coming back to Botania at one point. My main point of building this today is I am going to go into Botania later on, but it isn't my goal to get to Botania right away in Sky Factory. I actually want to get to roots. So the point of getting the roots was, well, I won't even show it there. You need regular flowers. So just regular plain Jane Minecraft flowers. So let's look at one. What is the Oxeye Daisy? There's one. You're going to need these. How do you get those? From a pink tulip. Yeah, well, how do you get that? Well, you get a pink tulip from white tulip. Get a blah, 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 etc. So on, so forth. All that jazz. So with these two flowers, where are they at? Where are they at? Where did I put the, there they are. This poppy. Let's say this poppy. Boom. I can take this poppy. Oh, no. I need the alchemist component first. Ooh, I forgot about that. We'll get into that later. When I actually do the conversion, the setup for whatchamacallit, for roots, because we still need that, don't we? Recipe. No, that should, I just don't have enough mana. Oh, simple as that. Okay. There's an alchemist thing that you need to for some conversions, but we don't need that. But I will get back. I'm just babbling now. I'm just totally babbling. I will get back into Botania. There's all kinds of, say, there's upgraded versions of the spreaders. There are lenses you can put on the spreaders. You can actually turn mana straight into RF, which many people don't do, which is really cool. Yeah, there's all kinds of cool stuff. So I'm going to end up having my Botania farm a little separate, and it's going to be any machines that are over here by Botania, I'm going to have running off Botania RF. Yeah, so that's the thing. So I am going to do cool stuff with Botania. It's just, not today. Not today. I'm going to leave it at this. This is it. I'm going to end this video here. I am bambling, I'm rambling, and I'm just going to end it here because otherwise I'm just going to ramble on forever. Next video, I might do a video on extra utils first, and I just want to get some grid power up and get a couple of items from extra utils. I want the mechanical user and a couple other things, but I need grid powder. Grid powder? I'm thinking about powder now from plants. Grid power, which is a whole different power source, which is only used by that mod. So I'm going to probably do that, and then I will finally get the roots. I've been talking about roots forever. Roots, I don't know if it's going to be 1 or 2 episodes, but I should be able to go from, once I'm into roots, I should be able to finish roots, unless I need nether stars, and I haven't looked at it that deep. As long as I don't need nether stars or dragon eggs, I should be able to start it right from the get-go. So I might do a 2-part episode, if that's a thing. Anyway, I'm going to end that. I am just babbling. If you like this video, as always, please leave a like. If you really liked it, please subscribe. Lots of people have been subscribing. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. I've only been making videos for a week, and I'm getting tons of comments, tons of responses, tons of feedback, and I love it. I love it. It's great. It's wonderful. And it just makes me want to do better videos. And like I said, some of them are going to be basic. Some of them are going to be techie. It really depends on the video. And as I progress, you're going to learn with me. For the newer players, you're going to learn with me, and it's going to get much more technical as we go. Because hopefully if you watch the entire series, you're going to see how I've gone about things and how I progressed and be able to pick it up easily. Because these mod packs, there's no manual. So people who've played modded for a long time understand these packs. So they watch these videos, or, you know, videos of some people who are just doing the early level stuff and just like, they're just not interested because they've already done it. But most people, anyone who's new to modded, a lot of people don't stay playing modded, I should say, because the learning curve is very steep. It is very steep. This pack does not have a quest book like some of them. This isn't, say, like Regrowth, where you have questing mods set up to direct you in a certain direction. There's no manual. There's no manual, and people making videos are your best manuals. So I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to slowly progress through the mod. I'm not going to rush anything. Anytime I walk into a new mod, I'm going to do a starter level version, and as I progress, I'm going to level it up. Level up, get a little more technical, and by the end, we'll be owning the entire world. We'll have so much, like, look at my farm already. I haven't even got far into that yet, and look how powerful that thing is. Outside of that, in between videos, I am going to make diamond seeds. I might make them right at the start of the next video. I know I say that sometimes, but I could make them right now. But this video is getting really long, so I am going to end it here. So if you liked the video, please leave a like. If you really liked it, please subscribe. Thank you for putting up with my ranting, because I do that sometimes. I have little rants, and I do babble, and I do carry on. Some of it's helpful, I'm sure. Some of it, not so much. But I'm going to end it here, and I want everyone to have a good one. As always, have a good one. I just want everyone to have a good one. I hate it when people have bad days. It's just, I know it's not in everyone's control, but do your best. Try to have a good one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.